Have you ever wondered whether an unknown world might still be hidden in the deepest parts of the earth? Just 1 meter below the surface is the depth where most small animals live, typically inside burrows they have dug. At about 4 meters underground lies the burial chamber of the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun, a tomb that remained untouched by grave robbers for more than 3,000 years until it was discovered in 1922 by the British archaeologist Howard Carter. 12 meters underground is about the deepest point that the Nile crocodile can dig. It is Africa's largest crocodile species, mainly found in the Nile River basin, and can live up to a century. 15 meters below the surface is where many time capsules are buried. On September 23, 1938, a letter written by Albert Einstein to future generations was sealed inside a special time capsule and ceremoniously buried 15 meters beneath the granite grounds of Flushing Meadows, New York. At a depth of 21 meters lies the Paris Catacombs, a famous ossuary beneath the French capital. The tunnels were originally limestone quarries, but in 1786, when plague struck Paris, the government decided to move millions of skeletal remains from overcrowded cemeteries into these underground passages to address the public health crisis. The catacombs now stretch over 300 kilometers and contain the remains of more than 6 million people. 60 meters underground is the ancient underground city of Derinkuyu in Turkey. The complex has more than 1,200 rooms. Whenever foreign invaders attacked, locals would retreat underground and seal the stone doors behind them to block the enemy. 88 meters below ground lies the site of the Intercontinental Shanghai Wonderland, also known as the Shermau Quarry Hotel, the world's lowest altitude 5-star hotel built inside an abandoned quarry. What was once a massive, empty pit was transformed into a fully functional luxury hotel with spectacular views. At 105 meters underground is Arsenalna Station in Kiev, Ukraine, the world's deepest metro station. It takes nearly 5 minutes to reach the platform from the surface. At a depth of 155 meters is the Solace Silver Mine Hotel in Sweden, the world's deepest underground hotel. It was originally a silver mine with over 400 years of history. Its mysterious, dimly lit caves attract countless tourists eager to explore. 230 meters underground is the deepest point of the Congo River. Stretching about 4,600 kilometers, the river formed roughly 1.5 million years ago. It is the second longest river in Africa after the Nile and the deepest river in the world. 373 meters below the surface lies the deepest part of Heaven Lake, Tianchi, on Changbai Mountain. The mountain formed around 12 million years ago during tectonic uplift. When the volcano became dormant, springs filled the crater, creating a vast lake of over 10 square kilometers, a brilliant emerald gem set among majestic peaks. It is the largest volcanic lake in China and the deepest alpine lake in the world. 700 meters underground lies the San Jose copper gold mine in Chile. On August 5, 2010, a collapse trapped 33 miners at that depth. Miraculously, after being trapped for 69 days, all of them were rescued alive. At a depth of 1,637 meters lies Lake Baikal in southern Russia, the world's deepest lake. It holds about 20% of the planet's unfrozen freshwater and is known as the Pearl of Siberia. 3,600 meters below the surface is where multicellular organisms known as Halocephalobus mephisto or devil worms were discovered. In 2011, miners in South Africa accidentally found these tiny creatures living in extreme subterranean conditions, making them the deepest known multicellular animals on Earth. At a depth of 11,040 meters lies the deepest point of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, located on the Pacific seabed northeast of the Philippines. Formed over 60 million years ago, it is pitch black, freezing cold, and among the harshest environments on Earth. 12,263 meters underground is the depth of the Kola super-deep borehole in Russia. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union launched this scientific drilling project near the Kola Peninsula in an attempt to surpass American achievements. However, when the drill reached around 12 kilometers deep, the equipment began to shake violently, forcing the mission to be halted. At 12,376 meters lies the Z44 oil well, currently the deepest borehole ever drilled by humans, deeper than the height of Mount Everest by 3,528 meters. Its depth equals about 15 times the height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building on Earth. Yet even this record-breaking depth represents only 0.2% of Earth's total radius. Deep beneath our feet, could there still exist a strange world completely isolated from the surface? Perhaps humanity may never know.